The mobile police units have caught the robbers and need a police station.
Hey!
You can build the new police station.
LEGO police sets have been around forever. As a matter of fact, LEGO police existed before the first appearance of the conventional minifigure in 1978. And in my opinion, this far-reaching sub-theme of LEGO Town and LEGO City peaked in 2008 with this wide array of sets. I recently put up a short showcasing the crown jewel of this line, the police headquarters. And clearly, I'm not the only one who has such fond memories of this era of LEGO City. So I took the exciting and relatively cheap deep dive into collecting each and every set from this wave for us to take a look at today. Of course, tender childhood memories aren't the only reason I think these sets are the best, although that does play a massive part, but the true variety of builds and specific focus on play makes this wave stand out all the more. You might prefer 2005 or 2012 or 1979, but I'm excited to show off why this 2008 wave is undeniably my favorite. Inspired by the recognizable promo image on the inside of those LEGO City instruction booklets, we'll be looking at all the sets from this wave, from smallest to largest, with a few extras sprinkled in, then placing them in my simple little late 2000s LEGO City. I think this whatever is peak type of video could be a fun series for the channel. So if there's any other themes or sub-themes you think are peak LEGO, sound off in the comments. We've got 9 sets to drool over, so without further ado, let's take a look at those nostalgic 2008 City Police sets and finally lock up those rampant LEGO goons.
Take them in, get the confession, and lock them up in the prison block.
This set, creatively titled Police Officer, is the smallest set of the wave. This was not a poly bag, being sold in this cute little teeny tiny box on store shelves, which wasn't all too uncommon at the time. This set comes with a police officer touting one of 2 torso prints for the cops in this line, a collared uniform with a tie and badge, and features that classic cap that dates back to the very beginning of LEGO Police. A police dog is also included, as well as a European 50 km/h speed limit sign with a speed detector, and this accessories rack with a walkie-talkie and traffic paddle. Although simple, I think this assortment of small add-ons was a great entry point for anyone looking to add a touch of police to their LEGO City. Adding to this blossoming police sector of our own, the cop, his dog, and these random bits and bobs look swell on the sidewalk. The Police 4x4 is the smallest vehicle from the 2008 wave, and oddly enough, is the only build featuring different colors, primarily built out of black and white bricks instead of white and blue. This set was released as a promotion with the Daily Mirror newspaper in the UK, and as such, was never released in the US. The officer here has a zipped jumpsuit getup, with a more action-oriented torso print, but oddly does not include a visor for his helmet. Still, a great alternate look for our police force. I think it's best we tuck this guy in the off-road section of our layout. I promise this scene is really gonna start to fill up once we get to some of the bigger sets, but they definitely wanted this line to be approachable for kids shopping at any price point, so there's a lot of smaller scale sets to get through. The police motorcycle is one I actually have sealed. It's not worth more than 10 or 15 bucks in this condition nowadays, but I do think it's a pretty cool relic of the past, and I just can't bring myself to open it. So to compromise, here's the same bike, but old and German. In 2005, LEGO released a small wave of LEGO City police sets, including this police motorcycle, a police car, a prisoner transport, and a police station, as well as a few other poly bags. These sets were primarily white with black stickers, but also included green German Polizei stickers with every set. There's a number of these smaller sets from 2005 that were re-released in 2008, with the only change being the color of stickers, with blue police and Polizei decals included in all stickered sets from this wave, the motorcycle being one of those sets. Truthfully, I don't mind the one-to-one re-releases. I'm a bigger fan of the blue accents than black or green, and really, what else could you do design-wise with this motorcycle? The bulky sports bike body mold makes for a beefy two-wheeler, with enough room for plenty of lights and a dark bluish-gray walkie-talkie, clearly left over from the 2005 replication of sets, as the rest of the wave, besides our next vehicle, includes the modern black version of that accessory. We also get a biker figure with his visor this time. Instead of having one green stickered vehicle obtrude our blue display, I'm just gonna slide the sealed version of this set into our city. Another 2005 re-release, this is the police car. In my opinion, this car defines this era of LEGO City vehicles in wonderfully simple ways. Being built on a 4-stud wide molded dark bluish gray chassis, 2 sets of wheels on singular pieces with pins on either side, iconic rims, custom vertical brackets to mount the grille, bumpers, and lights, and an easily accessible interior were all staples of LEGO City cars of this era. This is what a LEGO car meant to be played with is supposed to look like. The stickers look great in blue, and the lights and antenna up top help give this car some character. There's another standard police officer included, with the only other gray walkie-talkie from the Wave, and a speed radar side build with a printed keypad. Time to send our police car on patrol of the mean streets of LEGO City. I'm willing to say that this is one of, if not the most recognizable set that I'll be showing off today, the police helicopter. I say that because it was one of the city sets that was around for the longest periods of time, not being discontinued until 2013, living through 3 more major releases of police sets. And I think LEGO kept this set around for good reason. With less than 100 parts and a low $10 price point, this helicopter manages to be both sleek and sizable, and is a great inclusion as the primary air support vehicle of this wave. The main and tail rotors spin freely, and small compartments on either side of the chopper contain some handcuffs and binoculars for our single pilot minifigure to bear. The pilot, who has the same getup as the figure included in the motorcycle set, can be easily placed inside by removing the front windscreen and a 4x4 roof piece, just like the police car. He's also got a printed control panel inside, and plenty of blue stickers are plastered all over the build. The sticker on the tail starts a trend we'll be seeing with plenty of the larger vehicles from this wave, showcasing the set number as an added bit of detail. Looking at the bottom of the helicopter, a light and camera have been mounted to this large molded sled rail, which has largely been used as helicopter rails long before and long after the set was released. Suspending this chopper above the city adds an important bit of variety to our otherwise empty skyline, and I couldn't agree more with the LEGO group that this set was worth keeping around on shelves for a little while longer. The prisoner transport is interesting for a few reasons. 1, because it's our third and final re-release set from 2005. 2, because its 2008 blue stickered version was never released in the US, which in turn, 3, makes me very sad. As you could likely infer from the name of this set, and unlike all the vehicles we've seen thus far, this van actually has enough space in it to hold more than one figure. There's a spacious front seat for our officer to operate the vehicle, and an even more spacious area for our prisoner to be transported. You probably could cram quite a few more inmates in the back of this van, but only one is included in this set. Taking a closer look at these figures, we get another regular officer, and our first look at the prisoners from this wave of sets. Apparently this gold-toothed goon goes by Handsome Hank, the only named character in this entire sub-theme. This face print is used for most of the criminals in these sets, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of our bad boy Hank here. Handsome Hank can be tossed in the back of the van via these 2 opening doors in the rear, and the dark bluish gray bars on either side definitely help sell the prisoner transport look. Between the cell and cab are some small storage spots with a megaphone inside. This van's big, boxy look stands out in an awesome way compared to the rest of these vehicles. I wish this set was released in the US, as actually having the ability to fit more than one figure inside goes a long way to making your own fun out of these sets. The police pontoon plane stands out massively in this LEGO City wave. I never had this set as a kid, and it honestly surprised me the most out of any of them with its build techniques and display ability. But its distinct lack of play features goes against the whole philosophy of 2008 LEGO City in general. While you can open the cockpit to reveal this ridiculously cool stickered flight deck and a brick-built chair with adjustable shoulder straps to lock our officer minifigure in place, and you can open the doors on the side, that's it. The third biggest playset in this wave has no play features. There's all this space in these giant molded hull pieces, but they didn't really do anything with it. I'm not even asking for anything too complicated, like a holding cell to transport inmates, or a weapons rack, or even some chairs for passengers could do a lot to fill up this entirely unused space. All that being said, I don't hate this set at all. Honestly, this is the set that impressed me the most with its assembly and final display. The pontoon skids clip into the hull so satisfyingly, and the big molded parts do so much to make the set look as cool as it does. The stickers across the build add plenty of needed detail, and all the proportions feel really good. Before we place it in the city, I did want to take a closer look at the singular minifigure included in this set. This dripped out officer with a black cap and shades, who is such a vibe. The exterior look of this plane is really cool. As an adult, it's one of my favorites in this lineup, strictly based on looks, but I could definitely imagine the disappointment some kids may have had, given that there's not much you can actually do with it. In stark contrast to the pontoon plane, the Police Command Center is a set you can do so much with, and only retailed for $5 more. There's quite a bit to look at in this playset, so let's start with the biggest build and namesake of the set, the Police Truck and Mobile Command Center. Off the bat, this police truck is quite impressive. Its length makes for a substantial build, and there's so much room for plenty of details and features inside. This time, they use it to great effect! The truck and trailer can easily detach, and a small yellow block is included to level out the trailer when the truck isn't present. The Mobile Command Center trailer is where all the action is happening, with two large door panels that can be raised on either side to reveal this massive computer setup. There are two chairs opposite each other with keyboards, consoles, accessories, and stickered maps filling up the center of this trailer with lots of details. Lowering the far wall shows off two additional wall stickers, with a city map on one side and some sort of detective criminal tracking pinboard on the other side. The back of the trailer has some small white doors, but that whole area can pop out for some much easier access. With the bars on one side, it makes sense as a small holding cell to transport inmates, but there's also an accessories rack for handcuffs inside, so I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do with this area. Maybe you're intended to chain the prisoners to the wall, but I don't think those types of war crimes are legal in Lego City. The front of the trailer has some more doors for additional storage, and is a great spot for holding some of the barriers included in this set. We get two cones with lights on top, and a larger barrier, which unfortunately cannot fit inside. The truck itself certainly looks like a truck to me. There's enough room for one minifigure up front that can be easily accessed by removing the roof above, and plenty of stickers scattered around to help make this vehicle all the more detailed. Even though they can separate, this truck and trailer feel so much more complete when they're combined together. There's just so much toy here. But that's not even close to all this set has to offer. Moving on to the small ATV, I greatly prefer this version over the polybag one we looked at earlier, simply because it matches the rest of the wave that much more. And our driver actually has his visor. UK chaps, you can keep your ugly free four-wheeler. Last but not least, this set also includes a sizable command station. The main feature of this build is the movable lift gate to control the passage of vehicles. On the opposite side is a staircase for access to the second floor, and up top is a camera, radar dish, and a smattering of stickered police logos. The inside isn't too detailed, with a couple of computers, additional accessories, and a chair up top to pose some of our figures. Speaking of which, 4 minifigures are included in this set. We get 3 officers, 2 in the traditional uniform, 1 for the ATV, and we also get another handsome Hank, flexing that gold tooth as always. The sunglass-wearing officer I got isn't supposed to look like this. For some reason, the dark blue in his glasses wasn't printed. I'm not complaining though, Lego misprints can be a very lucrative business. So leave those 4-digit bids in the comments down below. This set is fantastic, and is absolutely the best so far. It's big, it's fun, and it's certainly an iconic set from this wave. With 8 out of the 9 2008 Lego City Police sets on display, we all know which one is left. The illustrious, the beautiful, the impressive. The 7744 Lego City Police Headquarters is undoubtedly one of the best and most recognizable Lego City sets to ever be. If you were a child in 2008, you either had this set and loved it, or you were extremely jealous of that kid in your neighborhood who loved to show it off. This is the Lego playset of all playsets, and truthfully brings this whole wave to that peak status. There are so many different vehicles in this 2008 wave of sets, but the police headquarters grounds the whole sub-theme to this singular, towering location. This is a beast of a build, with over 900 pieces, spanning a base plate and a half, and including 3 additional vehicles. We've got a lot to look through. This set includes 7 minifigures, the most of any Lego police set of this wave. There are 4 regular officers, 1 ATV/motorcycle/pilot officer, and 2 prisoners, Handsome Hank making his dependable appearance, and Prisoner. Just Prisoner. First up, the motorcycle. Although identical in build to the motorcycle we checked out earlier, the color-swapped parts, although subtle at first, do a lot to make this vehicle much more cohesive with the rest of the line. Sure, the changes are nominal, but this is absolutely the definitive 2008 Lego City Police 2-wheeled ride. The police car got a tremendous upgrade from its 2005-2008 counterpart in my opinion. Sleek is the right word for it. The bottom half is largely the same, but the rounded hood and light blue transparent windows do a lot to enhance the visual appeal of this small Lego car. The clips for accessories are probably the best addition for this playset vehicle to have, even if they're on the outside of the car. The lights have been flattened out up top. Sleek. And the stickered roof piece now has a number 1 on it, which will all make sense in a little bit. The last set of wheels is the Canine van, an entirely unique vehicle for this set. It's got the same classic 4-wide chassis as the police car, but is much taller and more stout to hold both a driver and luxurious doggo compartment in the back. That barred gate hinges up and down to access the kennel, with enough room for a dog or seated inmate if you prefer to use this van as an additional prisoner transport. Like the car from this set, a stickered number 2 is plastered on the roof, and a variety of lights help give this vehicle even more detail. Across the board, these 3 vehicles are superb to see included in this set. Why buy a bunch of sets when you can get this much variety in a single package? And we haven't even gotten to the real good stuff yet. Here's our smaller half base plate of good stuff, the prison cell wing. This section has 2 mirrored prison cells on the 2nd floor of the police station. There's nothing underneath, just some extra room to park vehicles, but elevating those cells visually makes the set feel much bigger. The cells can be accessed by gently opening the door with a key, or aggressively blasting the back panels off. The stickers on these back walls used to be some of my favorite details in this set, but now I realize they're kinda sad. Handsome Hank misses his house, and the outdoors, and this guy. Good thing they have excellent amenities. Each cell has a toilet and a bed. The rest of this section has any and everything you might want in your police station. A watchtower, cameras, accessories, more accessories, radar dishes, and a spotlight. The rest of the police headquarters is double the size of this, and perhaps double the fun. Now this is a headquarters. This base plate has 3 stories of action, with plenty more juicy details for us to look at. In front of the 2 windowed garages are 2 stickers on the floor, O1 and O2. You lot are so clever. The 2 gates in front of the station can raise and lower to allow our vehicles to pass through, and the garage doors can slide up and down as well. The staircase on the right side leads directly to the 2nd floor of interior detailed goodness, with a computer desk set up for online flash games and a break area with a water cooler. Up above is the area where we can quote-unquote get the confession and lock them up, according to that classic Lego commercial. Which is wild. Where's the due process in Lego City? The interrogation room is great, with plenty of stickered bits and a one-way mirror into the other room, which has a coffee machine and tape recorder for capturing all those tasty confessions. Sliding our 2 base plates next to each other and locking them together with a mailbox and red megaphone rack completes the 7744 Lego City Police Headquarters, and all 9 of the 2008 Lego City Police sets. What else is there to say about this set that I haven't already? This whole wave is great, but this sizable monolith of a set is why this wave is so peak. From the ground up, it is a set built to be played with. It's the complete package, with a variety of vehicles and rooms and minifigures. There is a reason this Lego set is so memorable. Placing the police headquarters in the Lego City immediately establishes it as the centerpiece of this lovely collection. All of the 2008 wave is complete, but that doesn't mean our city is finished. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there's a few extra relevant bonus sets I wanted to include in this display. So sit back down and buckle up. We've got 2 more sets to look at. This small police trike is a cancelled polybag from 2008. I've done heaps of digging online and have no idea why it was cancelled, but LEGO still released instructions and the front polybag image online, so it was quite easy to piece together and construct. It's very similar in build to a 2005 polybag, continuing the trend of reusing old designs with slight updates. The base and wheels remain the same, but there are quite a few changes with the bricks on top. Maybe the bike handle mold was retired? Maybe they felt like they had enough small builds in this wave? Regardless, this is a sweet little three-wheeled vehicle, a perfect addition to the LEGO City. Last but not least is another promotional set with the Daily Mirror newspaper in the UK, the Police Boat Polybag. This was the only LEGO City Police set released in 2009, so I figured y'all wouldn't mind if I snuck it into the display as well. Compared to the other UK exclusive 4x4 set, This little boat blows it out of the water, pun intended. It's a cool little boat, and I'm quite pleased to add it next to the pontoon plane as the final addition to this crowded police sector of Lego City. This late 2000s Lego City has such a vibe to it, and I don't even think we've begun to scratch the surface on this era of city sets. They're simple and playful builds, and yet detailed and coherent enough to look really cool all combined together. The way that Lego sets are designed and priced now, I don't think we'll ever see a Lego Police sub-theme like this again. That sounds like a somber way to end this video, but let me leave you with some good news. I don't know why, but these sets are cheap. Check Bricklink and eBay for used versions of these sets, and you will absolutely find them at or below their retail price. I bought all the sets featured in this video for about $175. Get yourself a police helicopter. Splurge on a mobile police command center. I guarantee your childish soul will be satisfied. My 2008 nostalgia is hitting so right. If you're looking for more Lego playset goodness, I recently put out a video building the 2008 Lego Death Star, which might even have the police headquarters beat for the king of Lego playsets. I'd love to hear what other waves of themes or sub-themes you think are also peak in the comments down below. Lego City Fire? Coast Guard? Monster Fighters? Power Miners? Space Police? Agents? Lego Movie? Alien Conquest? Pharaoh's Quest? World Racers? Castle? Video?